Hi, welcome to another episode of Vivid Aquariums TV. I'm Dave, and today I'm going to show you how to frag zoanthids. First thing you do, make sure you're wearing safety goggles and gloves to protect yourself from any chemicals in the corals. This zoanthid I have here has basically 5 polyps on it, and we're going to separate this. First I'm going to cut with a razor blade between the polyps to separate them. Just so it's all individual. They weren't on the base too hard, so that made it a little easier for me. But just cut it with a razor blade between all of them to separate the tissue. And then I'm going to take this up to my saw and use the saw to help cut the rock, separate the rock. Now I'll rinse each frag off in the water. The zoanthids can be out of water easily for 5-10 minutes if need be. When they're shipped from overseas, they actually wrap the colony of zoanthids in a piece of wet newspaper and put that in a plastic bag without water, and they'll be shipped like that for up to 35-40 hours before we get them here. So now I have my single polyp zoanthid. I'm going to put a little glue on the rock, on the frag stone. You can do it with or without accelerator, but with it is a little bit faster. And you can use a toothpick just to make sure, go around the edges and make sure that glue smear it up along the rock of the zoanthid to make sure it's secure on there nicely. So there's a single polyp. We'll go ahead and mount one more here. A little more glue. Sometimes it helps to use tweezers if you have them. These are obviously very small, hard to work with. There's the next frag on there. So that's that. You repeat the process for the remaining pieces. Next we have a rock. It's a larger colony of zoanthids. You'll notice here, show it for the close-up camera, that these polyps are pretty close together. It's on a large rock, and we have probably 40-50 zoanthids at least. So what I want to do here, if I make a few frags, is to section off a piece of the rock. So I'll do that using the bandsaw. Now we're going to go ahead and cut this rock to separate a section of zoanthids. We have a smaller piece there. Now that you've cut the rock, the first go around, you can use frag cutters sometimes and razor blade to help do a little bit more precise trimming, because you want to separate zoanthids just by cutting between them. You lose less this way, and use the razor blade to slowly cut until you can separate the piece. Kind of hard sometimes to show you and still do it. I'm doing my best here. There we have a small fragment, just 2 zoanthids. And what we'll do with that is go ahead, put some glue on our plug, a little bit of accelerator, and again use a toothpick to make sure that that is securely mounted to the base. And there we have actually 1, 2, and 3, 4 zoanthids on that piece. You can cut them smaller, even down to individuals if you need to, but that's basically how you do it. You want to use a razor blade, a combination of a razor blade and frag cutters. You can also use a saw if you have it. It's a great luxury, worth every penny. This is a DB or DFS 100 reef keeper saw. Definitely a great toy to play with. But basically, that's how you do it. You're using a combination of a razor blade, frag cutters, your IC gel, and accelerator if you like. Maybe have a pair of tweezers around. Definitely have a toothpick to use to make sure that the glue connects the coral to the frag plug easily. And that's pretty much it. You want to put the corals back in the frag tank or in your aquarium. Use a turkey baster to basically gently blow them off after you've fragged them. And you'll see it's actually pretty easy. Zoanthids are really resilient. So have fun with it. And hopefully this means you guys can be sending some frags back our way. You can pass them around the hobby and draw less from the ocean. So thanks guys, and hope this is useful.